You probably use cooking oil every single day. In your eggs, on your veggies, in your favorite stir-fry. But what if I told you that the oil in your kitchen might be quietly harming your heart, irritating your digestion, or even speeding up aging? For seniors especially, the oils you cook with matter more than ever. As we age, our metabolism slows, our arteries get more sensitive, and our bodies become less forgiving of poor quality fats. That means what was fine in your 40s or 50s might now be causing inflammation, weight gain, or even blood pressure spikes. Most people assume all cooking oils are created equal, or that any oil labeled vegetable must be healthy. But the truth is, some of the most common oils in American and international kitchens are processed with chemicals, stripped of nutrients, and linked to long-term health issues, especially in older adults. So in today's video, we're going to break it all down. We'll reveal 5 oils you should never use and explain exactly why they're risky, especially as we get older. Then we'll flip it and show you 5 oils that deserve a permanent spot in your kitchen. Oils that support your heart, brain, joints, and energy. You'll learn which oils are unstable at high heat, which ones contribute to inflammation, and which ones actually help you absorb more nutrients from your food. This isn't about fear, it's about facts, and helping you make smarter, safer, and more nourishing choices in the kitchen. And don't worry, we're not here to overwhelm you with science. We'll make this simple, clear, practical, so that by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to toss, what to keep, and what to buy on your next grocery run. Because changing your oil might seem like a small step, but it can lead to big results in how you feel, how you move, and how well your body handles every meal. Ready to clean up your kitchen from the inside out? Let's get started. 1. Vegetable oil, the misleading name that's hiding harm. Despite its innocent-sounding name, vegetable oil is one of the most misleading products in your kitchen. Most bottles labeled vegetable oil are actually a blend of several refined oils, often soybean, corn, cottonseed, or canola, and they've been through heavy chemical processing. Why does that matter? Because the way these oils are extracted strips them of nutrients and introduces chemicals like hexane, a solvent used to pull oil from seeds at high temperatures. What's left behind is a highly unstable oil that oxidizes easily, especially during cooking. And when oils oxidize, they produce compounds that can irritate your gut lining, inflame your joints, and put stress on your heart. For seniors, this is especially concerning. Our bodies don't bounce back from inflammation the way they used to. A little oxidative stress from the wrong oil, day after day, can quietly add up to higher cholesterol, stiffer arteries, and even memory issues. You might not even realize how often you're using it. Vegetable oil is often the default in pantries because it's cheap and has a high smoke point. But that smoke point is misleading. Yes, it doesn't burn easily, but under that heat, its fats break down into compounds that are anything but healthy. And it's not just cooking. Vegetable oil shows up in bottled dressings, mayonnaise, margarine, and even in some packaged snacks. So if you're using it to save money or because it's what I've always used, it's time to rethink that habit. Swap it out with something cleaner, like avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil. Oils we'll talk more about in the second half of this video, because what you put in your pan is what ends up in your body. And vegetable oil brings more baggage than benefits. Some studies have even linked long-term vegetable oil consumption to increased risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, insulin resistance, and even certain types of cancer. These aren't just internet rumors. These are findings published in peer-reviewed journals that nutritionists and doctors take seriously, especially when advising seniors on diet changes. The good news? Once you make the switch, your body can begin to rebound. Many seniors report less bloating, clearer skin, improved joint mobility, and even better focus after eliminating these processed oils from their kitchen. So if there's one bottle to retire today, this is it. 2. Corn oil, the everyday oil that feeds inflammation. Corn oil might seem like a harmless staple. It's cheap, widely available, and shows up in everything from frying pans to frozen foods. But behind that golden color is a high concentration of omega-6 fatty acids. And when omega-6s outnumber omega-3s by too much, your body goes into inflammatory overdrive. For seniors already managing joint pain, arthritis, or cardiovascular concerns, that's a recipe for disaster. Inflammation is at the root of nearly every chronic disease we face as we age, and corn oil quietly fuels that fire every time it hits the skillet. It gets worse. Like vegetable oil, corn oil is often extracted using high heat and solvents like hexane. This destroys any antioxidants that might have existed in the corn kernel and leaves behind an unstable fat that turns toxic when heated repeatedly, which is exactly what happens in most home kitchens and especially in restaurant fryers. You might not realize how often you're exposed to corn oil. It's in salad dressings, margarines, baked goods, chips, and even breaded chicken from the store. If the label doesn't specify the type of oil used, there's a good chance it's corn or a blend that includes it. One of the most dangerous habits? Reusing oil for frying. Many seniors on a budget will save used oil to stretch their groceries. But every time corn oil is reheated, it becomes more oxidized, more inflammatory, and more damaging to cells. Over time, this can raise your risk of heart disease, digestive discomfort, and even neurodegenerative conditions. And here's something most people don't know. Corn oil is often made from genetically modified GMO corn, which raises additional concerns about long-term exposure to pesticide residues and altered nutrient profiles. While research on GMOs continues, many seniors prefer to err on the side of caution and choose oils with cleaner sourcing. The simple fix? Ditch corn oil completely. If you're frying, use avocado oil. It's more stable and doesn't flood your system with pro-inflammatory fats. For baking or sautéing, extra virgin olive oil or even ghee is a safer, tastier swap. Swapping corn oil isn't just a health move, it's an upgrade in taste, quality, and peace of mind. 3. Canola oil, the heart-healthy oil that isn't what it seems. Canola oil is often marketed as a healthy choice. It's low in saturated fat, high in omega-3s, and labeled Heart Smart in many grocery stores. But here's what the packaging doesn't tell you. Most canola oil is genetically modified, heavily refined, and damaged long before it reaches your pan. Originally derived from the rapeseed plant, canola oil was bred to be lower in harmful compounds. But the modern processing methods used to extract it still involve high heat, chemical solvents, and bleaching. This strips away natural antioxidants and creates unstable molecules that oxidize easily during cooking. For seniors trying to protect their cardiovascular health, that's a problem. Oxidized oils contribute to arterial inflammation and may counteract the very heart protective claims made on the bottle. Over time, that can mean higher blood pressure, slower circulation, and more stress on your entire cardiovascular system. Even worse, canola oil is often used in light or diet products, dressings, frozen meals, baked snacks, where it's paired with preservatives and additives that further burden your digestion and liver. And don't let the omega-3 claim fool you. The form of omega-3 found in canola oil isn't the same as the one in fish oil or flaxseed, and it breaks down quickly under heat. That means you're not really getting the anti-inflammatory benefits, especially if you're sautéing or frying with it. For seniors managing cognitive health, joint stiffness, or cholesterol, canola oil offers more risk than reward. Better options like extra virgin olive oil, macadamia oil, or even cold-pressed walnut oil can give you real omega-3 benefits without the processing damage. It's time to stop falling for the marketing. Canola oil might be cheap and neutral in taste, but under the surface, it's anything but neutral to your body. If you've been using canola oil for years without issues, don't panic. But do consider the cumulative impact. One switch to a healthier oil may not change everything overnight, but over months and years, it can reduce inflammation and improve how your body feels and functions. When it comes to cooking, it's never too late to upgrade the oil and reclaim your health one meal at a time. 4. Soybean oil, the silent saboteur in packaged foods. Soybean oil is everywhere. In restaurant kitchens, salad dressings, chips, crackers, baked goods, and especially in processed foods. It's one of the most consumed oils in the Western diet, yet it's rarely talked about. And that's exactly why it's so dangerous for seniors. Like corn oil, soybean oil is incredibly high in omega-6 fatty acids. In small amounts, omega-6s are fine. But the average person's ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 is wildly out of balance, sometimes 20-1, when it should be closer to 4-1. This imbalance promotes systemic inflammation, which drives everything from arthritis to Alzheimer's. What's worse, the majority of soybean oil comes from genetically modified soybeans and is extracted with solvents, bleached, and deodorized before bottling. That means what you're consuming isn't just oil. It's a processed fat that's been stripped, refined, and reshaped in ways your body doesn't fully recognize or tolerate. For older adults, the consequences stack up. Studies have linked high intake of soybean oil to metabolic disruption, insulin resistance, and even cognitive decline in animal models. While human research is ongoing, the early warnings are enough to raise concern, especially if you're already at risk for diabetes or dementia. You may not even be buying soybean oil directly, but chances are it's in your kitchen. Flip over the label of nearly any bottled dressing, jarred sauce, or healthy snack. Unless it clearly says olive oil or avocado oil, there's a good chance it's soybean-based. Eliminating it from your cooking is the first step. But to truly clear it from your diet, read labels, buy whole foods, and favor brands that use cleaner oils. You deserve transparency, and your health demands it. And here's a smart tip. If you're dining out or ordering takeout, don't be afraid to ask what oil they use. Most places default to soybean or blended oils for cost reasons. If you have the choice, request olive oil or ask for food cooked without added oils. Restaurants that care about ingredient quality won't mind the question, and your body will thank you for asking. Small choices lead to lasting change, especially when they're made every time you eat. Number 5. Cottonseed oil, the industrial byproduct on your plate. Cottonseed oil might not be a staple in your home kitchen, but it's one of the most widely used oils in processed foods, snack foods, and fast food chains. And that's a big problem, because cottonseed oil wasn't originally designed for human consumption. It started as a byproduct of the textile industry. Yes, you read that right. Cotton isn't even classified as a food crop, which means cotton plants are often treated with pesticides and chemicals not approved for food crops. Yet the oil extracted from those seeds ends up in your crackers, chips, cookies, and even some frozen meals. What makes cottonseed oil so harmful? First, it's extremely high in polyunsaturated fats, which are unstable and prone to oxidation, especially during cooking or deep frying. When these fats break down, they form harmful compounds linked to inflammation, liver stress, and cellular damage. For seniors, these effects are magnified. Your liver works harder to detoxify oxidized fats. Your arteries react more sharply to inflammation, and your immune system becomes less efficient at cleaning up the damage. The result? More joint pain, slower recovery, and increased risk of chronic illness. Even if you don't buy cottonseed oil directly, it's likely sneaking into your diet through processed snacks or takeout. It's often listed under vague names like vegetable oil blend, so you have to be diligent about checking ingredient lists. And because it's cheap and nearly flavorless, food manufacturers use it liberally. That means the only way to truly avoid it is to cook more at home using trusted oils and to favor minimally processed snacks or organic brands that use alternatives like sunflower, olive, or avocado oil. If you're trying to protect your health, don't just avoid cottonseed oil. Make it a point to spread the word. Many people, especially seniors, still believe that vegetable oil means it's healthy. But when that vegetable oil includes cottonseed, the risks are far too real. Start by scanning labels, even on foods you've trusted for years. Awareness is the first step toward change, and this one could be a turning point for your long-term health. Cotton might be comfortable in your clothes, but it has no place on your plate. Ditch cottonseed oil and give your body a cleaner, more respectful fuel source it can actually use. You've seen what to avoid. Now let's dive into what to embrace. These next oils are the champions of the senior kitchen, full of flavor, full of benefits, and built to last. Let's start with a golden favorite that's been nourishing generations for centuries. 1. Extra virgin olive oil. The Mediterranean marvel. If there's one oil every senior should have in their kitchen, it's extra virgin olive oil, often simply called EVOO. This oil has been a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet for thousands of years, and it's one of the most studied, heart-friendly fats in the world. What makes it so powerful? First, it's rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that help lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and raise good cholesterol, HDL. That alone makes it a top pick for protecting arteries and supporting long-term heart health. But olive oil also contains polyphenols, natural plant compounds that reduce inflammation and act as antioxidants inside your body. For seniors dealing with joint pain, high blood pressure, or memory concerns, that's a huge win. Regular use of extra virgin olive oil has been linked to better brain function, lower risk of stroke, and improved mood in older adults. It's not magic. It's chemistry, and it works. Unlike heavily refined oils, EVO is cold-pressed, meaning no chemicals or high heat are used in its extraction. That preserves its flavor and its nutritional value. It's also more stable than people think. While it's best used for low to medium heat cooking, sautéing, roasting, dressings, high-quality EVO can still handle heat without becoming harmful, especially when you're not cooking at extreme temperatures. The key is choosing the right kind. Look for extra virgin on the label, a dark glass bottle, and a harvest or expiration date. Store it in a cool, dark place, never near the stove. And don't fall for light olive oil. It's often refined and stripped of most benefits. Use it daily. Drizzle it on toast, dress salads, roast veggies, or mix into grains. It adds flavor without heaviness, and more importantly, it supports your health with every single drop. Many seniors also find that switching to EVO reduces their need for butter or margarine, especially when used on cooked vegetables, grains, or bread. That's not just a calorie swap. It's a heart-smart shift that reduces saturated fats while boosting the good ones. And here's a bonus. Olive oil may help improve the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, nutrients many older adults don't get enough of. So with just one bottle, you're not just making food taste better, you're turning every meal into an act of self-care. 2. Avocado oil, the heat-stable hero for high-temp cooking. If you love to sear, fry, or roast at high temperatures, avocado oil is your best friend. It has one of the highest smoke points of any cooking oil, around 500 degrees Fahrenheit, which means it won't break down and produce harmful compounds when you're cooking on the stove or in the oven. But it's not just about temperature. Avocado oil is loaded with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, much like olive oil. It also contains lutein, a carotenoid that supports eye health, which becomes increasingly important with age. And unlike many refined oils, avocado oil retains its nutritional value even under heat. The flavor is mild, slightly buttery, and blends beautifully into most savory dishes without overpowering them. That makes it perfect for stir-frying vegetables, grilling meats, roasting root veggies, or even baking healthier muffins or cornbread. It's also a versatile swap for any recipe that calls for vegetable or canola oil. You're not just avoiding bad fats, you're actively choosing a fat that supports cardiovascular health, brain function, and nutrient absorption. For seniors managing arthritis, high blood pressure, or cholesterol, avocado oil is a fantastic ally. Its anti-inflammatory properties can reduce stiffness and joint pain. Its fats help stabilize blood sugar and keep you feeling full longer, which can help prevent overeating and crashes in energy. Look for cold-pressed, unrefined avocado oil in a dark glass bottle. It should be a rich green color, a sign it's packed with chlorophyll and antioxidants. Store it in a cool, dark cupboard and use it within a few months of opening for the best flavor and benefits. And for those who prefer a neutral-tasting oil for baking or pan-frying eggs, avocado oil fits the bill without the risks of processed alternatives. It's even shelf-stable enough to double as a base for homemade salad dressings, dips, or marinades. Once you start using it regularly, you'll notice something subtle but powerful. Your meals taste cleaner, your kitchen smells fresher, and your body responds with more ease. That's the power of a truly supportive oil. Number 3. Walnut oil, the brain-boosting beauty for cold dishes. If brain health is a top priority, and it should be for every senior, walnut oil deserves a spot in your kitchen. This lesser-known oil is a powerhouse of plant-based omega-3s, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, which helps support memory, mood, and cognitive function as we age. Walnut oil is delicate. It's not designed for frying or high-heat cooking. Instead, it shines in cold dishes, drizzled over roasted vegetables, blended into salad dressings, or stirred into cooked grains and lentils just before serving. Its rich, nutty flavor adds depth and elegance, turning simple dishes into something special. What makes it so brain-friendly? In addition to omega-3s, walnut oil contains polyphenols, compounds that reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain. These benefits may help slow age-related cognitive decline and support mental clarity and emotional balance, especially when used regularly in your diet. It also has cardiovascular perks. Like olive and avocado oil, walnut oil supports heart health by improving cholesterol levels and reducing arterial stiffness, both major concerns for older adults. When shopping for walnut oil, choose cold-pressed and unrefined. It should be stored in a dark glass bottle and kept in the fridge after opening to preserve its delicate fats and flavor. Once opened, aim to use it within a couple of months. Some seniors worry that nut oils might be heavy or difficult to digest. But walnut oil is smooth, light, and surprisingly gentle on the stomach. It's also safe for most people with mild nut sensitivities, although those with severe allergies should consult a healthcare provider before trying it. One of the easiest ways to introduce it is by swapping it into recipes that already use olive oil, like vinaigrettes or dips. Its nutty aroma pairs beautifully with balsamic vinegar, Dijon mustard, or even a squeeze of lemon, making it a go-to finishing oil for boosting both flavor and nutrition. Your meals don't have to be fancy. Just a spoonful of walnut oil can turn an everyday plate into brain food. Before, ghee, the golden clarified butter that loves your gut. For seniors who want the rich, comforting flavor of butter without the digestive issues, ghee is a standout choice. This golden clarified butter has been used in Indian cooking and Ayurvedic medicine for centuries, and today it's gaining popularity worldwide for its stability, health benefits, and gentle impact on the digestive system. Ghee is made by simmering butter to remove its milk solids and water, leaving behind pure butter fat. That means it's virtually lactose-free and casein-free, making it much easier on sensitive stomachs or those with dairy intolerances. Its smoke point is impressively high, around 480 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's excellent for high-heat cooking like frying, sautéing, and roasting. It doesn't burn easily, and it won't break down into harmful compounds like some oils do when overheated. But the benefits of ghee go beyond the stove. It's rich in butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that supports gut health, reduces inflammation in the colon, and even nourishes the cells lining your digestive tract. For seniors dealing with IBS, bloating, or irregularity, this can make a noticeable difference in comfort and consistency. Ghee is also packed with fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K2, all of which are essential for immune function, bone strength, and eye health, but are often under-consumed in the senior diet. These nutrients are more bioavailable in ghee because they're suspended in a fat-rich base your body can easily absorb. And let's not forget the flavor. Ghee brings a warm, nutty richness to everything from scrambled eggs to roasted vegetables to rice. It enhances food without overpowering it, and a little goes a long way. Look for organic, grass-fed ghee whenever possible. Store it in a cool cupboard or refrigerate if you prefer a firmer texture. Plus, ghee's natural shelf stability makes it an excellent pantry staple. No refrigeration required, no rush to use it up. Just scoop, spread, or sizzle whenever you need a clean, calming fat that supports your body rather than burdening it. For seniors looking to simplify their cooking without sacrificing health, ghee is a golden opportunity. 5. Macadamia oil. The smooth operator with surprising strength. Macadamia oil might not be as well known as olive or avocado oil, but it's quietly becoming one of the best-kept secrets in senior kitchens, and for good reason. This light buttery oil is packed with monounsaturated fats, low in omega-6s, and extremely stable under heat. In fact, macadamia oil has a smoke point of around 410 degrees Fahrenheit, making it perfect for sautéing, baking, or light frying. It won't break down as quickly as other oils, which means fewer harmful byproducts and more consistent flavor from pan to plate. But where macadamia oil really shines is in its anti-inflammatory profile. It's rich in oleic acid, the same heart-healthy fat found in olive oil, and contains palmitoleic acid, a rare fat that may support metabolic health and skin repair. For seniors managing cholesterol, blood sugar, or even dry skin, that's a huge bonus. It also has one of the best fat ratios you can find, more than 80% monounsaturated fat and almost no polyunsaturated fat. That makes it incredibly shelf-stable and less prone to oxidation, which is great news for both your pantry and your arteries. The taste? Mild, slightly nutty, and very smooth. Ideal for those who want a clean oil that won't overpower their food. It's excellent in salad dressings, stir-fries, or even baked goods like muffins or quick breads. Look for cold-pressed macadamia oil in a dark glass bottle. Store it in a cool, dark place and use within a few months of opening. While it can be a bit pricier than common oils, a little goes a long way, and the benefits far outweigh the cost. And here's a tip. Macadamia oil makes an excellent finishing touch on cooked grains or vegetables. Just a small drizzle after roasting or steaming brings out a subtle richness that enhances everything without adding heaviness. It's one of those little changes that feels luxurious and delivers real health rewards with every bite. If you're looking for one oil that balances flavor, stability, and health support without needing to compromise on quality, macadamia oil may be your new go-to. It's smooth, safe, and strong, just like the best habits for aging well. Now you know the truth about the oils in your kitchen, which ones to toss and which ones to trust. For seniors especially, these small choices matter more than ever. The wrong oils can silently fuel inflammation, strain digestion, and raise your risk of chronic illness. But the right oils? They become partners in your health, helping you move easier, think clearer, and feel more energized day by day. Switching out your oils doesn't require a total kitchen overhaul. It just means upgrading what you use the most. What goes in the pan, what coats your salad, and what flavors your meals. Because every time you cook is a chance to heal or to harm. And once you know better, you can do better. So start with one bottle. Swap out that old vegetable or corn oil for something smarter. Bring in some olive oil, some avocado oil, maybe a jar of ghee or walnut oil. You don't have to change everything overnight, but every drop adds up. And don't forget, it's not just about living longer, it's about living better. Oils that nourish your brain, your joints, your digestion, these give you more than nutrition. They give you freedom. Freedom to enjoy food again. Freedom to cook with confidence. Freedom to age with strength, not stress. You deserve oils that respect your body, support your healing, and help you enjoy every bite with peace of mind. The good ones are out there. And now you know exactly where to find them, how to store them, and how to use them right. So here's to golden drizzles, crisp sautés, and meals that love you back. Thank you for spending time with us today at If you found this guide helpful, give us a like, leave a comment, and hit subscribe for more smart, simple health tips made just for seniors. See you in the next video, and until then, keep cooking with care and confidence.